After last night's complete, utter disaster of a pay-per-view, Backlash, Raw is in Uniondale, New York tonight, which is very close to the last night's event, which took place in New Jersey. So we'll see how many fans are still a little bit ticked off after that piece of shit WWE put on last night. That was one of the worst pay-per-views of all time. What a horrible fucking show. I knew it was a bad show when I was watching it, but I didn't realize how bad it really sinking in now. That show was absolutely fucking horrific. It was absolutely fucking trash. It was just horrible. So you have Kurt come out, and they already announced before the show started they have two major triple threat matches, qualifying matches. You have Roman Reigns, Finn Balor, and Sami Zayn in one match, and then you have another women's match with Ember Moon, Ruby Riott, and Sasha Banks. So they had Braun Strowman come out, and he's pissed off. He wants in the match. And they do some dialogue that's not good. So I think he's saying he wants a match in the Money in the Bank ladder match. He says he deserves it. And Kevin Owens interrupts him, says he wants in. And Kurt eventually makes the match with Braun Strowman and Kevin Owens. So we all know who's winning this. Strowman's very over right now. I think, if I want to get into this discussion, I mean, Roman Reigns is who they're going to push. They don't want to push Strowman as the guy. Rollins is just as popular as Strowman now. So, I mean, Rollins is just so over. And we'll see what they decide to do, who they decide to push as their top guy. If they're just going to stick with Roman, which I think they're going to do. I think he's their guy. And it's been a complete, utter embarrassment, a complete, utter disaster. And company's making more money they've ever had, according to their financial reports, and that has nothing to do with TV revenue or anything like that, so you can't attribute any of that to Roman Reigns, but they're stuck in their ways, and they chose him, and they have no pressure to pick someone else because there's no other really strong competitor, so we're stuck with Roman Reigns. I think he's going to be stuck. Stay there, and he was interviewed by Mike Roman in the back, and I mean, it's like, it is what it is. Like, this is going to stay there. They want this guy to be John Cena. They have all these shows in the media, guys, these wrestling podcasters who they control. There's a couple of them who appear on the network. I'm not going to mention them. And they have, former wrestlers go on their podcasts and defend Reigns. All the fans who don't like him are idiots. And they don't know what they're talking about. They just boo him because everyone else does. It is what it is. I'm going to stay with him for the time being. He's their guy. So I've lost a lot of interest in this show, a lot of interest in this company. That show was really not good. That thing really turned me off, man. That was a horrible show last night. So they have Bayley backstage, and she's talking about the briefcase and winning it, and thinking to myself, oh my god, this fucking rivalry will never end. It's killing both their careers. They had Goldust in Kurt's office, and he wants to qualify. So everyone wants to qualify. Jinder come in. It's just all horrible. The segment sucks. I don't want to see Jinder Mahal on Raw. They have him tag match all these geeks. You have No Way Jose, who's terrible, with Titus O'Neil and Apollo Crews, who are doing nothing, and Titus just that fall is going to be his gimmick now. And they're facing Baron Corbin and the Revival, and Corbin gets the win. He gets the win over No Way Jose. So I guess we have to fucking see that match soon. God damn it. So next is the women's match. Just show you guys. We got a triple threat match. You have Ember, Sasha, and Ruby. So with Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan in the backing Ruby Riott, they interfered a lot in the match as expected. So I'm thinking to myself, here, okay, they're probably gonna help Ruby win the numbers game again. But then Bayley comes out, and she beats down the other two members of the Riott Squad, and it looks like she's gonna help Sasha. And then Ember Moon gets the one with the Eclipse. So Ember Moon qualifies. I don't know what they're going to do with Ruby and Sasha now. Are they still going to get a chance to qualify? It's only 4 spots, so I think Alexa Bliss is going to get one of the spots for sure, if she's not hurt. But I think she has it. Ember, we know that. Nia's, I don't know if she's going to have a title match or not on that show. I don't know. I think Ruby's one of the favorites to win, though. I'm not sure where they're going to go with the Women's Money in the Bank. Maybe it'll be interesting who they put in there, because I don't know if are Sasha and Ruby out now, they can't get in. Is that how this works? So Ember Moon did a really bad promo in the back, and that was a cringeworthy promo. But the match was actually pretty decent, but the crowd didn't give a shit because something was happening, and the crowd, they were chanting Axel, someone got ejected, they chanted, you deserve it, yeah. So then we go to a very interesting segment with Renee Young and Bobby Lashley. She's interviewing Lashley, and he's talking about like his 3 older sisters, and they used to like bully him and tease him, like not like saying they were like, you know, beating him, but like any little kid grows up. And I'm thinking to myself, all right, they're doing something. Lashley, trying to give him more character. Lashley's just not very entertaining. He's never had that. That's never been a strong suit, and you know. That's they never mentioned Donald Trump. They won't mention WrestleMania 23, which was the biggest moment of his career. I mean, that was a huge WrestleMania. It was the second biggest WrestleMania. It was, at the time, it broke all the records. It became the biggest WrestleMania ever. And I think it ended up being like, of all the Mania buy rates, has the second biggest, only behind 28, which it had Rock and Cena, the first match that broke it. I'm thinking to myself, okay, it's like they don't want to offend anybody. All the snowflakes can't handle Donald Trump being mentioned. Yeah, okay. It's like, but it was such a huge moment in Lashley's career, just completely ignore that. It's just a mess in and of itself. So, Kevin Owens is backstage after Braun Strowman fucking shoulder blocked him to hell, and he flipped over. He's arguing with Sammy, and I mean, they're not arguing, but like they're teething tension. I hope they don't see a fucking rivalry. Yeah, Jinder Mahal beat Chad Gable. It's fucking, just shoot me. I see Jinder Mahal. Oh. So we have Alexa Bliss backstage, and she talks about how you know, she cut a fine promo, so I guess she's not hurt. I don't know what's up with Alexa's shoulder. I'm happy she's not hurt. I don't want to see anyone get hurt, but what was the point of even teasing that? Did they just drop the storyline already? I mean, what's the point of even teasing the shoulder? I heard from reports, people who saw Alexa after the show, she looked fine. I mean, she was selling it. She wasn't in any pain. Maybe she heard it and then, like, it was okay. I don't know. I mean, why did they even do it? She seemed fine to me if she's going to be in a fucking ladder match for having shoulder injury. Damn, it's fucking, when you announce an injury, it's like, oh, something bad happened. I mean, wrestlers work all the time injured, but when it's something you announce, it probably was serious. I was thinking, oh, she's going to be out for a while. And Sachin cut a terrible promo. He had Kurt Angle backstage as Zack Ryder, and like they set this whole thing up with Jinder Mahal and Kurt to say, you know, you're not in the Money in the Bank. It was horrible. It's not funny. Yeah, I like Kurt, but like anything with Jinder Mahal is just horrible. So they're really pushing Drew McIntyre, Dolph Ziggler as a tag team. I think they could actually be a really good tag team, and they beat Rhino and Heath Slater. So I think they can be a strong heel tag team. I wish they would just give KO and Sammy that spot. So Elias is in the ring now, and he's talking about, you know, he's cutting good promo. Who wants to walk with Elias? He's singing, crowd chanting for Rusev Day, but then Bobby Roode interrupts, and I guess we'll have to see this fucking rivalry. Bobby Roode's boring as fuck as a babyface. They ended up having a match, and Bobby Roode beats Elias, and like Bobby Roode just bores me to tears as a babyface, the most boring babyface in a while. Just a boring babyface. This guy is so fucking boring. Yeah. So Rollins is in the back, and he comes out, and he's cutting a decent promo, and he says he's gonna, I guess he's doing like an open challenge, that kind of John Cena's U.S. Open challenge. So I guess it's Seth Intercontinental title open challenge, and he's opening it up, and the guy who interrupts him, who comes out, who wants the challenge, is Mojo Rawley. So we're going to see Mojo Rawley challenge for all time. Imagine the internet outrage if Mojo wins. My God. After last night's debacle of a fucking event, you're going to have Mojo Rawley beat Seth Rollins. Man, the crowd might just like set the fucking arena on fire. I think this was actually the same city that hosted WrestleMania 2, if I'm not mistaken. So that show was a piece of shit. But I don't know. I mean, like the show last night was so bad. It's like it's kind of killed this show inadvertently, and it's unfair to say that. It's just, man, that was such a bad show last night. And happy Rollins wins. He's the most over guy, other than, I mean, him and Strowman on Raw. It's neck and neck. He might even be more right now than Strowman. And I'm a huge Strowman fan, but Rollins is just massively over. He had Finn Balor cut a promo backstage for his match, and Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel, they're facing Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt in a non-title match. I'm thinking to myself, these guys should be released soon. Like, there's nothing. They're there because of their families. Bo Dallas, his father's the IRS. His older brother's Bray Wyatt. Curtis Axel, of course, father late Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect, one of the greatest of all time. But after the Miz left them, there's nothing for these guys. They both need to go. I think they both should be released very soon. I think there's just, you can't just keep giving them jobs because of their families. I mean, you could. It's your company, WWE, but I mean, there's nothing for them. You have Natalya talking about the women's Money in the Bank. I don't know if she's going to be a participant. Maybe she is. She probably will be. So I guess that's maybe 3 entrants in Talia. I don't know who's going to challenge Anaya now. But Anaya wasn't really much on the show too much. Which is a good thing because she fucking sucks. Sorry, Naya. But, I mean, she's absolutely fucking horrible. Horrible champion. Just terrible. Her and Carmella are both fucking terrible division champions, and they've killed the women's division. It's been like a negative trickle-down effect. Killed both divisions. Anyway, main event, qualifying match, you had Roman Reigns, Finn Balor, and Sami Zayn. So, you're really going to have Roman Reigns win. I'm thinking he's not going to win. I hope I'm right, but I don't know. I think he's not going to win. Oh, good. They gave the one to Finn Balor. He needed it. He was doing nothing. So he's in a match. They had Jinder Mahal, though. Come on. Think to myself, are you fucking serious? We're going to get Jinder Mahal and Roman Reigns in a fucking feud. Jinder Mahal and Roman Reigns. So Balor gets someone, so he's in the Money in the Bank. I think they're going to do Reigns and Mahal in the singles match at Money in the Bank. Are you fucking kidding me? I think their whole formula at Reigns is they're going to put people under they're going to try to get people to hate so they can cheer Roman. Their mentality is we're going to make Brock Lesnar, who's a popular star with the fans, we're going to make him say, he hates WWE, he doesn't care about the fans, which is all true, but then they're going to make it into a storyline so people don't cheer him, and they don't cheer him. In a match with Samoa Joe, which I didn't watch, but for what I heard is they made Joe look like a complete ass in the match, doing chin locks, pissing the crowd off. So their whole mentality is we can turn the crowd on Joe. They won't cheer for Joe, they'll cheer for him. What didn't work. They boo both of them in the match. They just walk out in the match. So they're going to play beach balls during the match, or they're just going to walk out. Same thing happened here at Mahal. It's going to be even worse, even though it won't be the main event, so it won't show as bad. It's just, they're never going to, they're hell-bent on this guy. And it is what it is. There's nothing left to say. Raw was okay. It's just, last night just still has a strong sour taste in my mouth. It's going to take a while for WWE to make up to the fans after last night's horrible pay-per-view.